All right, let's go to number 50.
Please, I want to see you try to self-consciously deploy instead of and ah. And just see your brain work and try to do it.
Yeah, don't take the ums and ahs out. Just change them to
It's a rebrand. Give it a facelift.
Limbaugh be like on the IM. I've taken so many of these damn pills that I can no longer come.
Can't get it up.
God.
Ugh.
Anyways,
some trouble button.
Anyways, folks. Apropos of our interview with Brad Onishi, this is North Carolina gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson. Back on June 30th, endorsed. This is about a week or so ago. Just came out a couple of days ago. He's at a black church in North Carolina. He is African American himself, and this is what Onishi was talking about in terms of Trump and the Republican strategy to win more black and Latino votes. They are not going for an open-ended solicitation of black or Latino votes. They are looking for fervently religious black and Latino folks.
Well, to be fair, he's speaking at a white church here, so it's not a black church. I just wanted to.
But he's a black guy speaking at a white church.
But he's a black guy
used for propaganda.
Yeah, right.
And so he's out there still being able to communicate this notion of an other, whereas many of the people in this particular audience may have perceived him as the other. The important thing is to say there's another other out there that's worse than this other. And that is a message that they're hoping is going to resonate with at least a small slice. They don't need many. Right. And it won't resonate with many, but it will resonate with a small slice.
And Trump is up in North Carolina, right? Like, this is one of the states that Democrats are panicking about losing. Even in that morning consult poll, which was the most favorable to Biden, Trump was up in North Carolina. And so there's actually a real fear that this guy could win. I
don't think Democrats have won North Carolina since 2008. So it's not, but they've
had a Democratic governor.
They have won the governorship. And so there's a real opportunity for this guy to win. And, one more black national figure who is focusing on sort of the otherization via this Christian fundamentalism.
It was a time when we used to meet evil on the battlefield, and guess what we did to it? We killed it. We didn't quibble about it. We didn't argue about it. We didn't fight about it. We killed it. When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, what did? We flew to Japan. And we killed the Japanese Army and Navy. We didn't even quibble about it. I didn't start this fight. You did. You wanted to be left alone. You should have left me alone. We didn't argue and capitulate and talk about, well, maybe we shouldn't fight the Nazis that hard. No, they're bad. Kill them. Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad.
What's amazing about this? What's amazing about this is that there's not an applause line for killing Nazis. There's not an applause line for killing our enemies. The applause line comes when he claims he's going to offend liberals.
I mean,
it is so fascinating.
That's really their modus operandi, right? Or the way that Republicans
organizing principle.
That's why Trump was the candidate and remains 100%. Like having, the hearts of these voters is because he triggers the libs more than anybody.
100%.
Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing.
Okay.
It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity. We have wicked people doing wicked things, torturing and murdering and raping. It's time to call out those guys in green and go have them handled. Or those boys in blue and have them go handle it. We need to start handling our business again because, guys, what I said at the beginning about you getting in your cars, listening to your radio, putting on what you want to put on, and saying what you want to put on, keep thinking about it. Don't you feel it slipping away? Don't you feel it slipping away? The further away we get from the concept of 1776 and why we declared our independence and how we declared our independence, the further we start sliding into making 1776 a distant memory.
What's fascinating here to me too is he immediately goes from like, he's talking about killing general rapists and murderers, and it's unclear he wants to deploy the military and the cops to kill. And then he's talking about some values about how government, like 1776 thing is a code for being away from Christianity and for like, he's not just talking about killing rapists and muggers and whatnot. He's talking about a whole set of other people that he's not going to name. So he's going to talk about getting away from 1776.
And then when he mentions the cops too, you know what he's also alluding to there, which is essentially that, you know, we shouldn't be protesting when cops kill innocent black people. Some people just need killing.
1776, when Jesus wrote the Constitution. Also, he says, like, we went over and killed the Japanese Army and Navy. Really? Is that all we killed with the atomic bombs? Just the Army and Navy? Like, it's funny when you're speaking this tough and you can't even actually speak plainly about what we did. We killed a bunch of civilians. Should we have done that?
But Republicans do that all the time, right? Or right-wingers. They'll go up to the acceptable precipice, although he did cross it by saying some folks need killing. I don't know, in my estimation. This guy's endorsed by Trump, by the way. He's been he called school shooting survivors, I think it was in Parkland, media prostitutes. This is the guy that I'm like Biden. Here's a guy who shared a meme mocking Harvey Weinstein accusers. He said homosexuality will lead to pedophilia and the end of civilization. Has called Michelle Obama a man. So just like the average Republican at this point in this country.
Also, this was said about abolitionists. Just to put it in the scope of American history, people should be killed. Like, yeah, go read about the run up to the Civil War in this country.
This guy could be governor of North Carolina, and then it's just off to the races. It's a proof of concept. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.